Breaking Bad Explained, Season 3, Episode 13, Full Measure. Walter White and Jesse Pinkman manufacture methamphetamine in Gus Fring's underground lab. Locked into a permanent criminal partnership, Walter destroyed by killing Gus's dealers to save Jesse. Jesse's now in hiding, while Gale Boetticher works as Walter's new lab assistant, learning every detail of Walter's method. Walter realizes Gus is preparing to replace him with Gale, then kill him. Once Gale masters the process, Walter becomes expendable. The only way to remain indispensable is eliminating his replacement.
Walter killed Gus's dealers to save Jesse, ran them down with his car, and told Jesse to run. Jesse's now hiding while Gus prepares his response.
How does Gus respond?
He replaces Jesse with Gale Boetticher as Walter's lab assistant. Gale's learning every detail of Walter's cooking method.
Walter's trapped. He destroyed the relationship by killing Gus's employees. Now he's being monitored constantly while his replacement learns his process.
Victor's watching Walter constantly in the lab. The surveillance is complete and obvious.
What's Gale's role in this?
He's the replacement. Once Gale masters the method, Walter becomes expendable.
When does Walter realize this?
Gus visits Gale at home with a careful fabrication. He tells Gale that Walter's cancer has returned as terminal and asks how soon Gale could run the lab independently.
Does Gale know this is a lie?
No, he thinks he's being prepared for Walter's tragic medical departure, not his execution.
Gale estimates he needs 1 or 2 more cooking sessions before he's ready. That's Walter's death warrant. His value as irreplaceable chemist now has an expiration date.
Walter realizes this. Once Gale masters the process, Gus will kill Walter and continue production without interruption.
How does Walter figure this out?
He's being watched constantly. Gale's learning methodically, and the timeline's obvious. Walter understands organizational logic. Gus doesn't keep redundant personnel.
So what's Walter's plan?
Walter meets Jesse at a laser tag arcade. Jesse's still hiding, and proposes they must eliminate Gale. If Gale can't cook, Walter remains indispensable to Gus.
What does Jesse say?
Jesse refuses. He insists he cannot kill anyone, establishes a clear moral boundary about committing murder.
So Walter agrees to do the killing himself if Jesse just provides intelligence. Jesse reluctantly tracks Gale's home address, 6353 Juan Tabo Boulevard, apartment 6.
Jesse's providing reconnaissance under the assumption Walter will handle the actual murder. He's not crossing his stated boundary.
Does Walter plan to kill Gale?
He accepts he must. Walter's calculating survival, becoming a murderer to remain indispensable to someone who wants him dead.
But Walter never gets the chance?
Meanwhile, Gus has been tracking Jesse by threatening Saul. Once Gale confirms he needs only 1 or 2 more sessions, Gus orders Mike to eliminate Walter.
How does Mike get Walter?
Mike lures Walter to the laundry facility under a false pretense, claims there's a chemical leak requiring Walter's expertise.
When Walter arrives, Mike and Victor are waiting. This isn't about a chemical leak. Mike's preparing to execute Walter on Gus's orders.
Walter realizes what's happening. He's trapped at the facility with his executioner and no leverage.
What does Walter do?
He offers Mike information about Jesse, reveals Jesse's in Albuquerque, betraying his location as a bargaining chip. But that's not really leverage for survival, just a delay.
Then what happens?
Walter desperately calls Jesse and orders him to kill Gale immediately, gives him Gale's address and says he has maybe 20 minutes before Mike arrives.
But Jesse said he couldn't kill anyone.
Exactly. Walter's violating Jesse's explicit moral boundary, transforming him from person who cannot kill into active murderer.
Walter's transferring the killing he planned to commit onto Jesse instead. Jesse confronts Gale at his apartment door with gun drawn. Gale's begging for his life.
The episode ends without showing whether Jesse fires. It's a cliffhanger. Gale terrified at the doorway, Jesse holding the gun.
Does Walter survive if Gale dies?
That's the calculation. If Gale's dead, Walter remains the only chemist who can produce the blue meth. Gus needs him alive, at least until another replacement can be trained.
Walter's entire survival depends on Jesse becoming a murderer. Jesse, who Walter killed Gus's dealers to protect, now forced to kill an innocent chemist.
Walter chose Jesse over self-preservation before. Now he's choosing self-preservation over Jesse's soul.
Jesse's at Gale's door with a gun drawn. Walter waits at the laundry facility. Mike will know within minutes whether Gale's dead.